There once was a man who didn't like anecdotes. The funny thing about him is...
Stop that!
And who's that guy walking down the street?
Landmarks, get show. He's the kind of guy you think, wow, he looks quite neat. Landmarks, get show.
Do you ever look at the sea and wonder how many dumps is in it?
Every day, brother.
Every day.
Every day.
It's pretty cold in here.
Do you know what? It is really cold. Really cold. Really cold in here.
Oh, I see you've got a ceiling fan. I love you, ceiling! Nice!
Hi, I'm Chichenzo, and I like to collect things. I like to collect naughty fridge magnets, cigarette lighters, and human feet. What do you like to collect?
Hey, it's me, Trent, in tight places. I get myself in, yup, and out, yup, of tight places. Look at me, I'm Trent, in a tight place.
You're a friggin' weirdo, Trent.
I'm Jerry Aircon, Private Eye. I use YouTube so folks like you can help me solve cases. I'm currently on the lookout for a sixth son of a gun who collects human feet. I will not stand for this. I'm putting my foot down. Catching him will be no mean feat.
Wind your neck in, Jerry.
Sorry, seriously though, we need to catch this guy. He kills people.
Yo, homies. I'm Liam, and I like having a person's finger for my tongue and running out of ideas. Bye now.
Hi.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Brutus.
So what have you been up to?
Oh, just working away, you know, that puts the hours in.
You wouldn't want to help me film for like a wee sketch or anything?
No.
What?
Well, no offense, but you're not exactly making Oscar-worthy material here, are you?
Well, Oscars are awarded for films, so how many views do your videos actually get?
And also, how long does it take you to make one? It seems like ages and you're still on episode 1.
Ep 2, Brutus? That's gonna be the strongest joke of this whole bit, isn't it? No.
Oh, it's getting a bit stale. What are you gonna do? Cut away to something wacky and irrelevant?
Dare you peruse my collection of bowl cup felts?
Terrible.
Terrible.
Alright, calm down.
Give it up, mate.
You're never gonna make anything of your life.
If you have been affected by negative comments about your nerdy little hobby, then don't give a damn. Those people are probably boring anyway. When they retire from a dull as fuck job they aren't appreciated for, they'll have no interests and go slowly mad, wasting their final pathetic years bothering shop assistants for their only means of entertainment. Either that or a one-way ticket to a Swiss clinic. Having hobbies. You might be an absolute weirdo, but at least it keeps you happy.
Oh Lord, what are your secrets? What are your secrets? I put Moping man in a hat from Nam, a poorly painted sorrow man. A notebook with whales on and Chinese learning. A drawing of a minotaur that's quite concerning. A stylish boot surrounded by thorn, a concept Pick and Bob sorta done before. Old orchard, those are your secrets, those are your secrets. Also, you're where I bury all my victims.
This question comes from a Tanny Blister from Kidderminster, and she asks, have you ever heard of your own right hand? My own right hand. It rings a bell. Keeping fit and healthy is great for the body and mind, unlike smoking or headbutting bollards. There are many fun ways to keep fit these days. Perhaps you could go for a brisk walk or hit a bag. Keeping fit should get you very excited, even more so than the prospect of catching a glimpse of a man called Cecil, who has very dirty hands. And that is an exciting prospect. Star jumps are called star jumps because the first person to perform a star jump jumped all the way to our closest star, the Sun, which of course is called the Moon at night time. Some people call star jumps jumping jacks, but they're wrong. After exercising, it's important to eat and drink healthily. One can make a huge range of healthy smoothies with all sorts of ingredients. This man is adding a sock. Silly. Have him hanged at dawn. So keeping fit is good for physical and mental health. And up to 99% of people who exercise will not develop an unhealthy taste for human flesh, which might lead them to prowl along dark street corners at night, mercilessly hunting down their next victim with reckless abandon. Start keeping fit today. Oh, there's Cecil, there! Wow, well, look at Cecil, it's really Cecil, it's him! Cecil! Fantastic. Oh, wash your hands, Cecil.
I think pigeons are important!
As part of our kooky conspiracy theory season, we spoke to former Extreme Polystyrene Wrestling Champion, King of the Streets, Stuart McKee, regarding his failed Big Splash wrestling maneuver.
I would just like to state, the big splash should be put in brackets, move finish, because that move cannot be perceived by the human eye, because it is so intricate and so quick that it becomes slow motion to the human eye.
So what you're saying,
a movie finish.
Let me get this straight here, King of the Streets, Stuart McKee. You're saying that this move, which most people think was a terrible failure,
it played out in real
was
time.
actually so fast that we can't perceive it with our own human flawed minds.
It was so perfectly executed. I got so much error, it came down so quick that it couldn't be perceived by the human eye.
That's a hefty claim.
It had to be
hefty.
Had to be Hollywood.
This time, baby, this time! Yeah, okay. Second time's the charm! Okay. You suck!
Had to be slow-mo down, and then it had to be made out to be some sort of botched move.
JFK, moon landing, Stuart McKee's big splash.
Let's keep it clean here, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, but the move was done to perfection.
You fucked up! You fucked up! You fucked up! You fucked up! You fucked up!
Next week, we'll speak to Boris Norris Lamp, who claims that extraterrestrials taped a box of seaweed-enhanced plant growth stimulant to his head.
Aliens did this.
People are so dramatic these days. You say one thing wrong, and everyone just explodes. The price of beetroot is falling. My life is in beetroot. Ah!
I can't
ever not open your mouth?
You're watching.
Landmark Sketch Show.
Hi, I'm Dildarian Bilbarian. This isn't my real hair. I'm sure you want to know more about my amazingly unusual name. But instead of a heartwarming and interesting backstory, they're gonna cut to this.
I got Bruce Lee knees, I got Bruce Lee knees, I got Bruce Lee knees, I got Bruce Lee knees.
Not this song again!
Yeah!
I hate this guy!
Belfast City's Botanic Gardens. Here you can see all sorts of impressive flora, as well as artworks that remember vicious local gossip about Bath-made ice cream, famous dancers, and Clavin, the inventor of mispronunciation. In the summertime, this area is packed with hipsters, and people who don't realise that there are many less used areas of beauty nearby. Remember, just because somewhere is currently trendy on social media, doesn't mean it's fun to sit with no room to move, surrounded by 6,000 million other people with a similar lack of imagination. Luckily, it's winter now, and these people are illogically terrified of slight drops in temperature. Two things I hate in life are passive-aggressive, thinly veiled rants in informative videos, and litter. Thankfully, there are many bins in the area to help keep it clean. There is also Norman here, who is not a bin, no matter how much he says so.
I am?
No, Norman, you're just odd. Ever since its opening in the year 100 before Crisps, Botanic Gardens has been a spot adored by dog walkers and joggers. But there's so much more to do here. This person is imitating a squirrel. Come and enjoy the magic of Botanic Gardens, but not the dark magic that was used to turn this man into leaves, as punishment for acting the tit. You were telling me about your father's unusual job?
Yes, he was a puppeteer who only operated the upper half of the puppets' faces.
That does sound unusual.
Yes, he certainly raised a few eyebrows.
Welcome to They Should Be Famous. Today's person you should know about, Skylar Corndrake. A believer in ancient magic, Skylar Corndrake promised her close friends and colleagues that she would one day be able to turn herself invisible. Now she claims to have attained that power. Corndrake says she uses her invisibility for low-level pranks, like making silly noises in quiet rooms to spook her fellow townsfolk. And many believe her. I felt her presence when I was relieving myself into a bucket in a supposedly empty shack. Barrel elbows. Lifelong friend. I was drying myself off after a shower one day, and suddenly I heard her unmistakable heavy breathing. Town turntable. Town crier. Look at me. I'm a vending machine. Local idiot. Some skeptics suggest that Corndrake is nothing more than a troublesome creep, hiding behind obvious obstacles such as doors or sofas. A claim she calls wicked slander and, like, totally absolute lies. Skylar Corndrake, harnessing the power of invisibility. Possibly.
Hello, I'm Peter Filling Ding Ding. If you think these are bad, you should check out me arse. Hey, taxi. What do you want to know? I like vegan cheese. I ain't very good at riddles.
I'm a crab. What am I?
And sometimes I get a little camera shot. Bye.
I wonder what powerful thoughts this landscape is conjuring up in this man's mind right now. What could this lush, serene scenery be making him think about?
That, sir, was my scrotum!
Move on.
Boy, that was a long shite.
Landmarks, sketch show.
Teaching English as a foreign language in China is the greatest decision I've ever made. I'm underqualified, overpaid, and have an enormously inflated ego. But hearing the beautiful comments from my grateful students really makes it all worthwhile.
每次我看到他的时候，我都觉得很烦。我真的找不到比他更讨厌的人了。我真的希望他出门被车撞，去死吧！
She loves it.
刮袜子。
Yes, I am brilliant.
Teach English as a foreign language in China. Come live in a bubble.
These ancient structures that have stood the test of time, that have weathered storms and seen civilizations rise and fall, that no modern poet or lyricist could truly encapture by words or verse. These pinnacles of human creation are where I kissed your granny. She loved every minute of it.
I would like to take a moment to apologize to the good teachers of English in China. I know they exist, maybe even more so since I've left. And maybe I was a wee bit harsh on boring people with no hobbies. I'd also like to apologise to people who say you should never say sorry for a joke, people who don't like simple fart or poop humour. I actually cut quite a bit of that out, if you can believe that. Fans of good lighting, and people who don't like forced catchphrases.
You got Bruce Lee knees.
Okay, so now all that's out of the way, watch me dance. He's not much of a dancer, is he? Tell me about the capital of Thailand. Bangkok was first built out of marzipan as a joke, but nobody cared for that joke, much like nobody cares for marzipan. In the year 297 ADHD, Bangkok became a real, thriving market town. Since then it has grown immensely in size and popularity. There are many reasons why someone might visit Bangkok. Perhaps the food, or the naughtiness. These two rogues have come all the way from Liverpool. They tell me that living here has made them appreciate the important things in life.
Alright lads, you wanna go and kick a puppy? Alright, I love kicking puppies, mate.
Yeah!
Camels are afraid of window cleaners. This has nothing to do with Bangkok, of course, but it is interesting, isn't it? Oh, look! One of those amusing Liverpudlian chaps has got bird poo in his hair. Idiot. On a calm Bangkok evening, one is reminded of the quote that Lance Flance III said about Bangkok. It truly is a wonderful city. Its tasteful joy rolls relentlessly towards you, like toast on rollerblades. I implore you, come to Bangkok, where you might even be scared shitless by a terrifying bush doll. One last thing before we go. Study the lizard on the left. Do you see it? The interesting thing about that lizard is, it looks just like your mum.
And who's that guy walking down the street?
Landmarks, sketch show. He's the kind of guy you think, wow, he looks quite neat. Landmarks, sketch show.
And jokes and fun, and stories too.
Landmarks, sketch show. He's really great. great. I already mentioned he's neat.
Landmarks.
Gecko.